Hello. So I finally got a Fans Toys Jive. Originally, I wanted to get the toy version because it was released recently, but then I thought the price was a bit high, so I decided to look around and I found this guy at Robot Kingdom. So I decided to pick him up. So here's the box. Here's a nice picture of Jive on the front. On the side, we have FT-48 Jive, Fans Toys 2023. The back, we have some product shots, some poses with Mirage, and there's a bio here that you can read. On the other side, it's the same. On the top, there's a picture of Jive in his vehicle mode and a QR code. I think that's probably to the video, to the transformation. I'll probably be taking a look at that because I'm bad at figuring out transformations. The bottom, it's the same. So let's open it up and check them out. There's a instruction booklet and a bio tech spec collector card, and that's it for this paperwork. Package in the typical styrofoam for Fans Toys. And let's see, there's some accessories here. There's the speakers that he used in some episodes to play music. And it's a grappling hook that he used in the first episode. Some alternate faces. And his gun. I think this is painted. Focus. Let's see, in this one, you have his shoulder cannon, which is mainly for the toy look. I don't think he ever used his shoulder cannon in the cartoon. It's pretty big. Here he is, packaged backwards. I don't know if it's meant to, oh, it's probably meant to lie on top of this one, but it fell out. So here's Jive. Let's check them out to see joints are pretty tight. Nice. Looks really good. This side's a little bit looser, but it's okay. This side's really tight. So let's take a look at his paperwork first. So here we have his bio card or tech spec card or collector card, whatever you want to call it. I can't tell what's what tech spec because it's in Japanese or whatever. And a really, really small bio. And here we have his instruction booklet. Here's the accessories. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's very specific sections of the transformation. So I was supposed to figure out, this is probably his leg. But here it's obviously the back of his leg. Here's how you change the face plates. And not sure what, oh, this is how to attach it, the grappling hook, I think. How to attach the weapon in the vehicle mode. And how to attach the speakers. It's an interesting graphic here. I don't know what it's supposed to represent. And here's there's the instruction booklet. So now let's take a look at Jive. Here's his face sculpt. Looks pretty good. See if I can get some light on that. It's nicely painted. Very solid feeling figure. It's heavy. It's got some die cast in it, as you would expect with a Fans Toys figure. There's some in the feet. Is this? Maybe some in the legs? Is this die cast? So let's check out its articulation. So the head goes up a lot. Wow. Are they expecting Jazz to do a flying pose? That's pretty cool. It doesn't look down at all, except if you lift this part, I guess. Doesn't look too good from the side, but it's passable from the front. Can rotate 360. Not really any side tilt. It's kind of disappointing, I think, because side tilt is what creates like a lot of expression. Arms go out this far, rotates 360 on a soft ratchet. It's really nice. There's a bicep rotation. Bends at the elbow, slightly more than 90. There is wrist rotation. And it comes out on one, the fingers come out on one point of articulation, or has one point of articulation. And the index finger comes out separately on the same pin. Has a waist rotation. I guess, let's see, I guess it would go 360. Yep. It's an ab crunch. Legs go out to the side, can do the full split. Can go forwards and backwards this far. There's a thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. Or this much. There's some nice heavy clickety ratchets on the legs. This ankle tilt. A little bit of up and down, but not a lot. Let's see what poses he can do. Oops. So I can do a kneeling pose as I would expect. Yeah. Can you do a superhero landing pose? Okay, so that ab crunch doesn't really help to do the pose. So it's just a, so I don't know if he can do the superhero landing pose. Kind of, but this is not the best way to do it. Like, really, his leg should be forward a little bit. So, I don't know if I'm going to give this a pass. I wanted to see if Studio Series 86 Jazz could do it better, but not really. Studio Series 86 Jazz has this kind of cheat thing where you can slide the thigh down, and it kind of looks like he's doing it because you can't see his thigh, but from the side you can obviously tell that that looks wrong. So here are some pictures of some other poses that he can do. So to give him the toy look, what you want to do is you just want to fold up this back piece and then rotate out the doors and then rotate them up. And fold this back down. And now you have the toy look. On mine, this door is a little bit loose, and also it doesn't seem like it goes as high as the other side. The angle is not as steep. So you can see this one's a little bit flatter. I actually prefer it to be a little bit pointed up, but if you want to make it look more symmetrical, you can fold this one down a little bit. And you can also add his shoulder launcher. So you just take this clip piece and you clip it onto this piece here. And it doesn't rotate or anything, so it's kind of just static in this angle. Well, in this angle, horizontally it's static, but you can actually rotate it down or rotate it up. You can hear there's a ratchet, clicks. And for these speakers, you can also attach them in robot mode. Again, with the clips, you just rotate the clips to the front and then clip it into this piece. Actually, you slide it in. It slides into this piece. And I guess you can't have the shoulder cannon with both speakers on, so you have to take the shoulder cannon off. And anyways, he didn't have his shoulder cannon in the cartoon when he had these speakers on, but I also don't think they were on his shoulders. So another thing you can do is, if you want to give it the cartoon look, I think in the cartoon it rotated out from his hips, and there's kind of a hacky way to clip it onto his hips. So what you can do is you can rotate up these back panels and then rotate out the side panel, and then kind of put this piece in between those two panels, and then just keep it up there by friction. It's not the best, but it works if you're just gonna pose him like this or for a photo. It's not super easy. It comes loose again pretty easily. But yeah, you can like clip it on, or like not clip it, but have it held on by friction. You can have that look. So there you have it. It's possible. So he can hold his gun in his hand in the typical masterpiece way, where there's a there's not. It's not the typical masterpiece way. So it looks like maybe it tabs in by this piece here, at the bottom. And you just close it. And it fits pretty well. Let's look at his other accessories, the grappling hook. So here's the grappling hook. Comes attached to a string. And you can actually wind it back. There's a winding mechanism on the side here. So to attach the grappling hook, you need to fold the the fists in. It has to be, you can only do it on one side. So you fold in his fists. And on this side, you can see there are like 4 indentations on the corners. There are 4 tabs on the grappling hook. So you just tab it in. And there he is with his grappling hook. So he comes with these 2 face plates. One of them is a laughing face, smirky laugh. And the other one is just an open mouth. I'm not sure what expression that's supposed to be. Maybe just slightly happy or something. So to change the face plates, you just rotate his head up, lift up the current face, and then pull it out downwards. It's a little bit tight. It's so hard to do these things on camera. I just don't have any leverage there. Then there's this, peg here. Just peg it into the top of the, just peg it into this hole here. And for some comparisons, here he is next to Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. The scaling looks pretty good here, but if you compare him to other Carbots, Sideswipe and Sunstreaker, he's actually a little bit taller than them, which I think is not accurate to scale to the cartoon. He should be either the same height or maybe even a little bit shorter. And here he is compared to Hound and Prowl. Yeah, so I think he's definitely just a smidge too tall. I think they should be looking eye to eye, probably. But I think overall it's not too bad. He's just a little bit too tall. So here's Jive in alt mode. So I already transformed him, and I'm not gonna transform him again into alt mode. So I'm gonna show the reverse transformation back into robot mode. But here he is. It's a pretty nice looking Porsche. There's some gaps in the windows here. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I can't get it to be flush with the top. This side's slightly better, but yeah. There's a little bit of gap here, but overall it's pretty nice. For the weapon storage, you can take the two weapons, and there's a peg here and a slot here. You can just peg it together, and then you can take this piece here and rotate it or move it back one click, and then there's this slot here that you can slide into the back of the spoiler. There's a click. You can hear that it's in. There you can have weapon storage. So for these speaker accessories, you can also attach them in vehicle mode. So what you want to do is you want to turn this clip point to the front and then just clip it onto the back of his spoiler, like so. And you can rotate these however you like it. Same on the other side. So I don't know how well this will work out, but I will make an attempt to transform him on camera back from vehicle mode back to robot mode. So first, so the first thing I was trying to do is just open the doors and kind of wiggle this to pull it out. Because when you transform it to vehicle mode, you have to kind of push this. There's a hinge here that you have to push the doors to make it flush. So there, now the doors are open. And just kind of loosen some pieces. So you want to try to loosen this part because it attaches the front to the back. The roof is part of the front pieces. That's not good. It's not too bad because it's just on a ball joint. And you can just put it back in. But yeah, it means that it's pretty tight. So there you go. So you can just put this piece back on pretty easily. So now you want to accordion out the legs. Let's see. Untab those. Maybe it's easier if we split it apart first. There. You want to fold this part out and straighten out the legs. They just snap back in. So now the legs are less floppy. So now you want to loosen this part. And fold out this piece. And then just loosen this piece here. And the whole spoiler be loosened. Is you want to so I'm pretty sure this piece is a separate piece from the spoiler. So now you can loosen it like that. So now you have some room, some more room. And fold down the toe. So what you want to do is you want to fold this up so that you can rotate this piece around. Actually loosen this part first. So you want to untab, unclip this piece. And then you want to, let's try to rotate it around first. Does that work? So this piece gets caught because it's not enough room to, so you just need to wiggle it around. Now we can fold the wheel out. So what you want to do is you want to fold the wheel so that it flips over to the other side. Because then it's supposed to go underneath this piece here. Something's stuck here. Then it needs to look like that. Then you want to fold this panel out so that it fills in the gap. Then try your best to fold this in. It's a little bit tricky because there's not a lot of room. Just gotta try and push everything in, and it doesn't feel good. So then fold this up, then fold this flap down, and then clip it in. And there you have one leg transformed. So the other side, let's do the same thing. So now we have the legs transformed. Now we want to fold this piece up and then rotate the legs down, and then fold down this piece to clip in the waist. We can fold these pieces in to get them out of the way. I'm not sure if this is, I don't think this is the proper way to do it, but I transform it. Like I think it's supposed to be up like this, but I like to put them down like this because I think if you put it up like this, the silhouette has this piece sticking out. But if you put it down, I think the silhouette looks nicer. There's like, you can see this piece less. So there. And I think we want to slide this piece out. It's on a, because first we want to try to just take out the arms. And untie the wheel from this part. So now I think, yeah, so now it's breaking apart, which is good. So now you want to pull this piece out and slide it up. It's on this slider here. So now can rotate the head around this way. Rotate the head around. Close these pieces together. To pull out this white piece, fold out these flaps. Want to rotate these wheel pieces so that we need to move the arms out of the way. Then rotate it. So now the arms are on the outside. And then fold it back. Into the space here. Fold the whole chest down. Then you can tab this piece into the chest to keep everything together. Now you can, this neck piece is on a hinge. So I'm going to hinge it forward, down, back. There, the head is done. I'm going to take these, the mirror already got folded in, but what you want to do is that I'm going to fold the mirrors in. The other side. Fold down the windows. Rotate the doors down. Fold this piece up. So I think the proper way to do it is to push it with this piece not fully rotated down. So what you want to do is you want to slide it in there and then push this piece down to lock it. But I don't like this because I feel like this is kind of high. So I just like to keep it unlocked and actually put these pieces inside underneath. So then this piece is lower, which I think it looks more accurate to the cartoon and to the toy. So what you want to do now is fold these pieces in. They are on a hinge. You want to fold out the right hinge. This down. So there we have the back. I think that looks better than the official way. I think this sits lower, which I like better. Then you want to push the shoulder down if you and then lastly, pull down this panel, flip up this. This becomes loose often. I think that's it. There's Jive, transformed from vehicle mode to robot mode.
So this is my longest video ever, and I think I'm pretty much done. So Jazz is one of my favorite characters, and this is a really great masterpiece Jazz. If Takara Tomy makes one, I'll definitely get that one too. And if you're still watching this video, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.